It's the Joel Shit Show, featuring Joel Shit. Hi, welcome to the Joel Shit Show. I'm your host, Joel Shit. Obviously, I did everything backward because you heard me turn the engine over, and you've never heard me turn the engine over ever in the 1,239 episode history of the Joel Shit Show featuring Joel Shit. So obviously, I'm a little discombobulated. Or maybe I just had coffee for once, and I'm just a little hyper. That's what I think it is. So I'm at the scene of the crime right now. My neighbor got in an accident this morning when she hit someone, as she says, but I think someone hit her. I wasn't there, so there's no way to know. Tough luck, but she's okay, and that's what matters. So we'll just have to hope everything works out for the best. Let's see, yesterday it rained a little bit, but not when I was outside. Just as I was coming home from the Caltrain station after working at Stanford, it started to sprinkle a little bit, but it wasn't that bad, and then I was home, so it didn't matter. Let's see. We kind of had a storm, I guess, last night. We got 3/4 of an inch of rain, I heard, so that's pretty impressive for San Jose. There's a rare storm that came from the south. Typically, we get the bottom of all the storms, and we don't get very much. This time, the storm went through, like, Santa Cruz, so the North Bay barely got any rain. Like Napa, I think, got 5/100ths of an inch, but we got the rain in the South Bay this time. We kicked ass, 75/100ths. Look at us. That's almost as much as 3/4 of an inch. Ha! So the weather was the exciting thing. I watched Thursday night football. The Pittsburgh Steelers ought to be ashamed of themselves to lose to the Browns. What was it, 13-6 that it ended up happening? I mean, really, Josh Cribbs is that team. So all you have to do is shut him down. But I guess it's just not that easy to do because they sure as hell didn't do it. So the Steelers are 6-7. So they're probably going to miss the playoffs. The 49ers are, they're 5 and 7 because they haven't played yet this week. Only the Steelers and Browns have. I mean, if the 49ers won and were 6-7, they'd have a chance because they'd only be 2 out of first place and they'd have the tiebreaker. So they could get in at 9-7, I guess, but it's not looking really good for them. But the fucking Pittsburgh Steelers, sorry guys. I mean, really, the team just isn't that good. I mean, it's not so much that they're underachieving as much as their fans would like to say. I mean, who do they have? They have the guy from 60 Minutes, Mike Wallace, and they've got Santonio Holmes and Hines Ward. But Hines Ward's getting pretty old. He's kind of like a Torrey Holt or a Isaac Bruce, or a Marvin Harrison, you know, where he was really good, but now he's just some guy. So we'll see. But you kind of saw the tempers flare when Hines Ward was saying all that shit about Ben Roethlisberger and how he was afraid to play hurt. Yeah, imagine that. Not wanting to play when he wasn't 100% because it would hurt the team and himself. Yeah, what kind of pussy is that? And it's funny because I've always had a lot of respect for Hines Ward because he's half Korean, and I really like the Asian players because there just aren't that many of them. But I was kind of surprised that he would say something like that. I mean, but then, you know, football players use emotion, not logic, because they're generally not very smart. Am I going to whoosh around this guy? I am going to whoosh around this guy. No, that son of a bitch. Set up just so I couldn't get around him, but let's see how fast he's going to go. If he goes fast enough, I won't care. No, I would have gone, well, yeah, he's going the same speed I would have gone. You get a pass, Blue GMC Sierra license plate 7C49695. No, now you're driving slow. So see, I should have gone ahead of you. You, in fact, are the asshole. I am just here to tag along. Let's see. I had a meeting with my boss yesterday. Things are going fine at work. I'm having trouble getting a couple of people to show up to a meeting because their calendars are full, but I have to meet with both of them, but that's not my fault. So she kind of understands that, so I'm fine. And then things at Yahoo are probably fine too. And it was a pretty slow news day other than watching the football game. Then after that was over, I put TNT on and watched the Charles Barkley show. I mean, I watched the NBA, but I didn't really get a good look at anything because I was busy working. It was pretty busy last night. And I didn't get any packages made for eBay because I was so busy with work, but I've done all of them but 3 this morning, and I'm going to get all caught up by the end of the day. All my shit's going to get mailed out, and everyone that bought things from me on eBay will have their stuff in the mail finally. So working from home is really helping me out. So it's a wonderful thing, I suppose. Yeah, I guess that's it. The stupid Mario Brothers Act 2 Part 3 was supposed to come out last night, but it didn't because the power was out up in Shingle Springs, Pollock Pines, I don't know, one of those alliterative cities on the way to Tahoe, wherever it is that they're from. They are still working on the editing. It'll be up soon. But I watched the first two parts of Act 2 yesterday, and it was pretty good. I like the first act better because it was silly. This is more serious. I wouldn't say it's geekier, but it's more focused on things like Nox Decius and Scott Snake, which I only know about from Beatmania, but other than that, I don't know anything about Solid Snake. Except it's a great song to play in Beatmania, which has nothing to do with Stupid Mario Brothers. But, you know, they're doing a good job over there at Army Studios, so hooray for them. And I look forward to Act 3 when it comes out, Part 3 of Act 2, sorry, and then I will watch that then, and it will be a wonderful time to be had by all. But yeah, you can tell that they're a little frazzled right now, because they probably had cabin fever too, because they got snowed in for a couple of days. And as they said, it doesn't snow there ever, and that's not entirely true. It just doesn't snow very often, and it never snows very much. But this last storm was really cold, so it makes sense that they'd have an 8 or a 10-inch dump, and it looks like they had about a foot maybe. There's definitely a lot of snow, there's no question about that. So hooray for them. Hopefully it'll still be there in a week when I head up to Reno for some on-location episodes, but we will see, won't we? That's all the time we have for today. Visit us on the web at joelshitshow.com. Email joel@joelshitshow.com.